It is an alarming statistic. On the average, one person in Ohio dies from a drug overdose every 5 hours, and a number of those deaths are teens.
Yeah, this morning, a new campaign to stop this deadly epidemic and raise awareness of the dangers of prescription drug overdose.
The mission is spearheaded by Danielle Smoot, who lost her own son to prescription drugs just 3 years ago. Now, her son Cole was only 16 years old at the time when it all happened. So good morning, Danielle, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so very much.
Can you start by telling us Cole's story? What exactly happened?
Yeah, Cole was 16 years old, and he was a sophomore in high school, and he was an incredible young man. He was very gifted, intelligent, an athlete, great friend. He was not one that you would typically think that would be prone to using drugs, and in all honesty, he was not a drug user, and so this was something that took us completely by surprise. He died of a single ingestion of just one pill. It was a methadone pill, and so we were completely shocked by this.
And as you said, you know, this was not something that your son had any habits of doing or anything like that. And there are so many people, so many parents in your same situation.
Right, and I think that Cole's story is something that brings a very important truth to this epidemic, in that it raises the issue of this can happen to anyone, and that there is no one that is immune, that it breaks all boundaries, and that there is no target for this, that everyone is susceptible.
I know you want to honor Cole's memory, so tell us a little bit about Solace on the Solstice.
Okay, it is an event that is happening next Saturday, June 21st, and because it is a motorcycle rally, we like to think of the event starting out as Wheels of a Spoke. We have 4 regional starting points, one in Columbus, Springfield, Portsmouth, and in Cincinnati. And so the regional events start at different times based on the location, and then they gather together. They rally in Sunbury at the A.D. Farrow location, and each location has different events going on, and so once they get to the location in Sunbury, it starts at 11:30 until 3, and it's really to bring awareness to the epidemic and the horrific effects of what happens with the prescription drug abuse and what can happen to the families, but also to celebrate the strides that we're making, and to really the heroes, the families, and the people that are taking up this torch and running with it, because amazing things have been happening, and the people that have gathered together and who have taken their tragedy and have turned it into passion and have gone forward, because so many people have lost loved ones, and instead of taking their tragedy and turning it inward, they've taken that voice and made it so much louder and gathered together with their communities and are making amazing, amazing efforts, so much bigger than themselves.
If you know, had the chance right now to reach all the parents that are watching, what's the one thing you want them to know?
I want them to know to trust their instincts, in that you alone know your child, and if there is anything that seems off, trust yourself and know the signs and symptoms of drug intoxication in whatever form that may be, and not just drug intoxication, but alcohol. So know what they are, and you can find a list of those online. They're very simple. I don't know if we have the time to go through those, but if something isn't adding up, it's probably not. And so if their behavior isn't right, or they're making up excuses that just seems a little bit quirky, trust yourself. Go through their room, go through their car. If they have explanations where there's large gaps of time that they can't account for, you need to investigate that. And if you look into things and it doesn't work out the first time, go back through. And if you're worried about making your teenager angry because you asked them about a possible drug intoxication, don't let that hinder you, because at what point has your teenager not been angry at you? I mean,
and they'll get over it, right?
They'll get over it. I have a 17-year-old son, and it's a daily occurrence that he gets angry at his parents. I mean, I think that's a part of everyday life.
It's a tough topic. Thank you for talking with us about it. Danielle Smoot,
Absolutely.
we appreciate it.
Thank you
so
very
much for coming in. We appreciate it.